Let's read about the trip many immigrants made to make a better life in America. The journey to America. For many, the trip to America was long and difficult. Remember that many immigrants came to America because of economic hardship or difficulties caused by having too little money in their home country. How would they afford this expensive trip to America? In the early 1900s, immigrants came to America on steamships. The average trip from Europe lasted about 10 days. Some trips lasted longer. Those who were wealthy could afford first-class or second-class tickets. Passengers with these tickets had private cabins aboard the steamship and better quality food which they ate in a dining room separate from their sleeping quarters. For most, however, being poor meant they could afford only third-class tickets in the steerage section of the steamship. The only way most people could afford the voyage was to travel in steerage. This was the area far below the main deck on the lowest level of the ship. This area was dark and cramped. There was no fresh air. Hundreds of people would be crammed into this crowded, dark space, which was lined with simple, narrow bunks. On the long voyage, the sleeping quarters in steerage would become dirty and smelly. This space was where passengers slept, and also where they ate. They were given lower quality food than the wealthier passengers in the cabins above. Steerage passengers usually had only very basic, minimal facilities for bathing. They often spent as much time as possible on the open air upper deck to escape the dismal conditions in steerage. The trip to America was not always a safe one in the early 1900s. Storms and high waves occasionally led to shipwrecks. Illness spread quickly in cramped quarters, and many passengers became sick during their trip. Many passengers experienced seasickness because of the wavy, bumpy ride across the ocean. After 1900, each steamship had a doctor on board. That doctor was usually the only doctor caring for several hundred passengers. Imagine taking this trip to a new and unfamiliar country. Do you think this difficult journey was worth it for the people who came to America during this time?